an all signs reading to let you know all about the person that's going to be coming towards you next in love and romance. Keep in mind, though, that time is fluid in tarot. So these messages could resonate for your past, present, or future. Also, in these readings, the roles could be reversed. So please only take the messages that are for you and leave the rest. As you venture through this reading this evening, be sure that you check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign, as there could be some messages in any of those natal chart placements just for you. Also, cross watchers are always welcome. If you're new here, hello and welcome. Don't hesitate to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. You'll love it here. And for all of you watching that feel like you're connecting to the messages tonight, be sure you like the video, leave a comment. And those watching live, like my girl Karen, Toya, Divine Earth Angel, Daisy, be sure you guys say hello in the chat. I would love to interact with you guys, give you a shout out, and let me know that you're here. Today is Tuesday, June 30th. 2026. I can't believe we're already headed off to celebrate 4th of July weekend. I hope whatever plans you have, those that celebrate the holiday, is going to be a good one. I know I was going to just decide to stay in, but I had a dentist appointment today, and one of my the hygienist told me that there is like a fireworks show going on in the community later this week. So I may check it out. So let me know, what are your plans for the 4th of July weekend? It's a coming our way very soon for those that are watching from the United States. 250 years, right? We're celebrating 250 years of being America. Yay. So yeah, let me know. Local Poochie said she's gonna be eating. I heard that. Good to see you, Local Poochie. Hey, Frankie. Divine Earth Angel. Yes, I did get your messages. I was asking you in the messages for you to send me the link to that lady's video so I can review it and then report it if it is true. So if you can just send me the link to the video, you can drop it into the chat or email me, or you can drop the link in the comments of this video, however you want to do it. So that way I can investigate the situation and report it accordingly to YouTube. Thank you so much for letting me know that. As tarot readers, unfortunately, sometimes we get people that want to steal our content and pass it as their own. So I hope that allegation is not true, but I'm sure there are people that may be inspired by what I do and want to be like me. And that's okay. If you want to be like Mike or like Mika, that's cool too. But check it out. You will get sued. You will get sued. So don't play with me. All right. You will get sued. So watch what you do. Watch yourself. You can be inspired, but don't steal my stuff. I will come for you. Hey, Cherie. Hey. Cherie says, you look amazing. Thank you, boo. I'm trying to do a little some, girl. Try to do a little some. See, I can clean up nice, y'all. See, y'all be sleeping on me. I told you guys, I don't have a problem getting cute and finding a man. I can get cute and find a man if I really wanted to. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I stay so busy to the point where it's like, even talking to one of my relatives earlier today, she was like, when are you gonna have time to date? And I was like, to be honest, I don't mind dating. I don't mind getting to know people, but it's just time consuming. And that's what I tell a lot of my clients and subscribers. If you're single and you want to date and you want to catch you somebody, you gotta date. You gotta dedicate the time to go out there and get it. Okay. So you can't just be single, wanting a relationship and sitting at the house. If you're single and you want a relationship, you gotta get cute and you got to go out and actually be seen looking cute. Okay. How tall am I? I wonder, let's see, do you guys know how tall I am? Let's see if you guys can guess my height. I don't know. I think I told you guys this before. Wire Ghost asks how tall I am. Let's see. Can you all guess my actual height? Let's see if you guys can get it. Divine Earth Angel, I know the page, but what is the video? Send me the link of the video of the lady like when she used my content in the background. Divine Earth Angel, if you can send me the link of the actual video that you saw where she was using my content, that would be helpful. Oh my gosh, you guys think I'm so tall. That is so funny. Now, some of y'all that watch me have met me in real life. So y'all may actually know how tall I really am. Okay, so we got 4'10". Karen, oh my gosh, she's trying to make me a midget, Karen. Dang, Karen. Dang, Karen. Locapucci says 5'5". Austin says 5'3". Michelle says 5'7". Frankie says 5'2". Okay. I'm going to give you guys I'm gonna let you guys know somebody is right. Somebody got it right on the money. All right. It's either going to be so I'm somewhere between 5'2" and 5'5". Can somebody guess my actual height? I'm between 5'2" and 5'5". That's how short I am. I'm really a shorty. I'm fun sized. Let's see if y'all can get it. Let's see if y'all can get it. Okay, we got 5'2", 5'3", 5'3". Okay, so Frankie was right. I'm only 5'2", guys. I'm a shorty. I'm only 5'2". Bella got it. See, all my real ones, y'all know your girl. I'm 5'2". I am short. I am fun size. Yee! I don't call it short. I call it fun size. But you know, I'm feisty at the same time. So even though I'm a little shorty, you know, it's something about the Napoleon complex. All the short people be the most like little chihuahuas. We be the most feistiest ones, man. Bella's 5'1". Yeah. So I'm really like 5'2", but I'm really like 5'2" and a half. So whenever I go to the doctor, I tell them I round up and I say 5'3". But the correct height is 5'2". So if you know anybody that's 5'2", that's Mika. I'm a little shorty. Yeah. Miss B says, "Oh, you're little." I am. I'm little. Can't y'all tell my little arms? Now that I got little arms. Yeah. But yeah, I'm a shorty. And I remember going to an event and I met somebody at the event that watches my channel and she's very tall and standing next to her to take a picture, I was like, "Oh my goodness." So, you know, when people are like, "Can I get a picture with you?" I'm just like, "Hey," you know, smiling and all that kind of stuff. And I'll get on my tippy toes to take pictures with taller people. But my ex-husband, he was 6'3". So can you imagine me 5'2" and a half with a 6'3" man? But you know, it's something about short ladies. Men love short ladies. I don't know what it is. Like Shaquille O'Neal. Have y'all noticed Shaquille O'Neal always dates short women? And then there's little short girlies. We love a tall guy. But, my ex-boyfriend, he was 5'8", and I don't trip about height, but my ex-husband being so tall, it was like, "Ooh, he's tall," but it wasn't my go-to thing. Yeah, it's like tall guys, they love the little shorties, and it's fun because I guess for them, they're like, "Oh, yeah, I can." So, yeah, I'm a shorty. But, yeah, Divine Earth Angel, send me the link to the video. I know her page, I just need the link to the video so I can move accordingly. Okay. Alright, enough of that, guys. Thank you guys for playing along to the Guess Mika's Height game. We're gonna go ahead and start the reading. Let's see, who do we have on the live tonight? Who do we have on the live tonight? Lulu says, "Oh my gosh, the Cappy reading resonated. I felt like it was a personal. Imma email you a personal." Yeah, girl. Hit me up, girl. I love to do personal readings. You know why I love to do personal so much? Is because it feels like a very, like, intimate experience, and I feel like I'm having a lot more impact because I know that I'm speaking directly to the client versus speaking to the masses. And I absolutely love doing my live readings because, of course, that's where, I'm able to connect with most of, the people that follow me. Um, but for a lot of you guys that really have dying questions, definitely hit me up. That is the link right there to book a reading. Just I put that no questions in the chat for people that'll be like, "Oh, let me ask her a question," because we always get that on the live, y'all. No questions in the chat. But if you do want to book a personal reading, that's where you would find my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com. Okay, so Divine Earth Angel wants me to try to do a poll real quick. I could answer that question. I don't have to do a poll because I'm a woman and I know, and of course, because I work with different type of people, men and women, and dating and relationships as well. I can answer that for you. So this is what he wants to know. Divine Earth Angel wants to know what a woman would rather have. And ladies, if you're watching live, you can answer this. Would you rather have a big guy that's a hefty overweight or a real skinny guy? Would you guys rather have a big guy that's hefty, overweight, or a real skinny guy? To answer your question, Divine Earth Angel, most women prefer men that are athletic built, like mid-size. So just like most men don't like super skinny women or super big women, women are the same way. Most women don't like really, really big guys, and they don't like really, really slim guys. They prefer most women prefer somewhere in the middle. Somewhere in the middle. So if a guy is like slim athletic, that's fine. If a guy is a little like husky, like say if they have like a dad belly, pop belly, a lot of women don't mind that. What a woman doesn't like though, most women will not gravitate to a man that is like very overweight. But as I always have said on this channel, you are what you attract. So you will typically see a woman who is more on the hefty side date probably a man who is more on the hefty side, or a more athletic woman date a man that's more athletic, or a skinny woman dating a man that's more skinny. It's very rare you'll find the opposite. If that happens, then somebody is really not into that other person. They're just kind of using them for whatever reason. So if you see someone that is dating someone in most cases outside of their league, there is a problem. Something's off with that. So dating someone extremely older, extremely younger, someone that's outside of their financial umbrella, extremely outside of their financial umbrella, like a rich woman dating a poor guy, or a rich guy dating um an attractive woman that's probably struggling. So most women are going to want something in the middle, very much similar to guys. I don't think looks have a lot to do with it for most people in general. Like, if I were to ask men and women, what do they look for in a person? Most men and women are going to say they just need to look decent. What makes people most attractive is their personality and their integrity and how kind they are and how sweet they are. That's what most people kind of gravitate to. But initial attraction is going to be the first thing that's probably going to make that person want to talk to that individual, but it's not everything. However, Jamaica's correct. Men are more visual than women are. So if a woman, ladies, y'all need to hear this. If a woman is walking around and she doesn't have herself looking like she looks together, or she looks a certain way, a man is already going to judge you. He's going to judge you and read you really quickly. So if you're someone who is, I'll put on, look, I'll use me as an example right now. If I were to go outside and go to the store dressed like this in this cute little dress, got my hair, got my makeup on and stuff like that, most men would look at me and they would probably put me in the category of, she's probably already got a man, or she's probably married and doesn't have a ring on. Fellas, help me out. Am I right? Most men, if they saw me go outside today, they'll probably think, oh, she probably already has a man, or she probably is married and doesn't have her ring on. If she's single, then they're gonna be like, well, she's a pretty woman, but something must be wrong with her. Something must be wrong with her. Like she may have an attitude, or she may do this, she may do that. She something may be off about her. And that's what they're going to read me as. But if there's a guy that is very courageous, meaning he has a lot of confidence, and he really likes what he sees, he may come and ask me, may blatantly ask me. And he may say, "Hey, how you doing? What's your name?" "Oh, hi, I'm Mika. Nice to meet you. What's your name?" And then he'll tell me my name, and then he'll hit me with that, "Are you married?" And the reason why I say that is because typically a man that approaches me, that is their very first question they always ask me. That's the very first thing that guys ask me. So I feel like men read me as a woman that's married or a woman that's taken. Am I wrong, fellas? Help me out. What do you read me as? What do y'all read me as? And this is before you hear my voice, you hear me talking, you pick my brain. Now, once they start picking my brain, or people or men that I've dated, you know what they go to? "Why are you single?" Exactly, Miss V. That's what I'm saying. Most people think I'm taken. So they'll be like, "So why are you single?" See? Bria said, "I thought you were married." That's what I'm saying. Most people, when they meet me, they think, even my students, they're like, "Aren't you I thought you were married." I'm like, "No, I'm divorced." I mean, I was a wife. Maybe because I was a wife for so long, I know how to carry myself as a wife and carry myself with class and dignity and be modest and classy. Um, But my point is how you present yourself. Not all tarot readers are single. That's the thing. Somebody said, I know all tarot readers are single. That's not true. That is not true. I know actually quite a bit of tarot readers who are either married or in relationships, but there are a large number of them that are single. And so the reason why a lot of people like in the realm of spirituality, let's get out of tarot and let's just talk about people that are into like a spiritual walk or a religious walk. Most people that are very in tune with spirituality, the divine, there's, having a strong relationship with God. A lot of those people are single because those type of people move different. And people that are spiritually evolved and grown, they have very strong core values that align to their spiritual beliefs. So you're talking about people who have very high standards and morals that are not worldly, that are not toxic, that are not low vibrational. And the more spiritually evolved and grown you are, you become very aware of how low vibrational a lot of people in the world really operate. And so it does present a lot of challenges for someone who is walking a very, I would say, a very sacred and moral life. So we're talking about pastors that live by the word. We're talking about monks, nuns, people who are spiritually evolved and grown. Yes, and also we are very spiritually sensitive. People that are like tarot readers or read energy or intuitive or clairvoyant, we also have this thing where we can only be around a large amount of people for so long, and our energy begins to get very drained because we're picking up the vibrations and the energies of others and we absorb it. Even if we don't even want to, it happens. And so we have to, in a sense, protect ourselves by being very selective of who we have in our world. And most people that are my friends and my family, they know, like, I love y'all. I really do. But I got a lot going on. And sometimes I just need to isolate and to recharge. And it's no hard feelings. There's certain days where I'll wake up and I'll just lay in bed just to kind of like, and it's not being lazy. It's just my energy is totally drained. And people that do God's work that really help people, you're absorbing the energy, you're absorbing people's pain. People that are pastors, they're counseling strangers and people that are going through a lot of stuff, counselors too, and teachers, people that work in the space of serving and helping others. It can be very, very taxing on you mentally, physically, and emotionally. And so the higher up you are, you also begin to live your life a certain way that is not worldly, and not everybody understands it. And some people may find it very lame. Oh, okay. So you don't want to do X, Y, and Z, or you don't want to engage in that, or and so, oh well. But that's my relationship with God. That's my decision I made for myself. And I feel like my gift, the gift that God has blessed me, has allowed me the opportunity to help so many people. And to me, that is so important. So, people that are doing the work the right way, not the title, like Lady Sandy says, but the people who are actually doing the real work, you will find those people single because they are living a completely different life than the average person. And it's hard to explain. That's the best way I can explain it to where the average person can understand it. Yeah, so that's kinda what it is. But I'm not gonna hold you guys, we're gonna go ahead and get started with the reading. Remember, we're gonna go all the way from Aries to Pisces. In today's videos that I uploaded, we did a reading for Capricorn and Aquarius, the individual sign reads, your July 2026 predictive reads. So if you haven't checked it out, be sure that you check it out. Do we have any Aries here? Any Tauruses, Geminis, Cancers? Who's here, y'all? Any Leos? Any Virgos? Any Libras? Scorpio, Sagittariuses, Capricorns, Aquariuses, Pisces. Who's all here tonight? Where you guys at? Rep your sign. Rep your sign. For those that don't know, your girl is an Aquarius sun, Aries moon, Scorpio Venus. Aqua gang. Y'all can probably tell I'm an Aquarius because my big old forehead. All Aquariuses have big foreheads, by the way. I don't know why, we just do. I guess it's because we're the most intelligent zodiac sign of the 12 zodiac signs, so we tend to have to, make space for all of our knowledge. But is that true, the Aquariuses? All Aquariuses have big heads. We do. We all got big 4, 5 heads. Y'all know I'm not lying. Austin says, "That is true. My ex had a big one." I'm not lying, y'all. We do. I've embraced mine, baby. I'm like, yes, hunty. All right, let's go ahead and start the reading. It's a lot of different people here tonight. Got all different signs. Here we go, Aries. Yeah. Ashley says, "Yeah, my son is an Aquarius and he really does have a big head. I told y'all." It's just like there are certain traits and qualities that every zodiac sign, all of us have. But I know for a fact, every Aquarius, that's one thing. Like genetically, we all have big heads. Fun fact. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Who is coming towards Aries? Who is coming towards Aries next in love and romance? We have the King of Swords. We have the Hierophant in the reverse. The Five of Swords in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Three of Cups in the reverse and the Two of Swords. Someone wants to talk to you. This feels like someone that has been separated from you for some time now. They're feeling alone. They could be experiencing, excuse me, y'all. They could be experiencing like a breakup or some type of separation. But even when my throat chakra is being under attack, it's like this person hasn't said a lot to you lately, but they have something to say. One thing is for certain, Aries, this is someone who doesn't want to play any games with you anymore. This is someone that's known for playing a lot of head games and mind games. And that is one thing that's turned you off about this individual. They play too much. They're very disappointed that you're not open to receiving their offer. I'm guessing in the past they've tried to work on this relationship with you, but you've declined their offer. They're not wanting to give up, but it's taking a toll on them. This is definitely someone who's been exploring other options, or they could have definitely been in another connection with someone else. They don't really like this person, by the way. They're not really feeling them. It feels like things went south with this third party. And that's what's making them realize they probably need to hit up you, Aries, to see what's going on with you. Well, what's going on with you is you're busy trying to move on with your life, focusing on your goals, your stability. You feel like you're more complete or feeling more stable without this person in your life. A lot of you guys have them blocked because you see it for what it is, that this is someone that wanted to try to keep you as an option, not take you seriously. And you don't have time for that. With the Hierophant in reverse, this is like oil and water, a circle into a square. I see a gnat coming. So you feel like this person's a pest. They just want to come into your life and bug you. I don't know where that gnat came from. At the least, a lot of you guys have been waiting for some type of apology, but you haven't received it yet. You've been waiting for this person to get their crap together for a very long time, but it never happened. So this is where you're just checking out, moving on with your life and giving up. I can just see you abruptly just deciding to give up on this and let it go. Cut your losses and move on with your life. So can you tell me why this person is coming towards Aries? We have the devil in the reverse and the two of swords. They want to see, or do you still feel the same way about them like you once did? If you do, they wouldn't mind starting over. If not, I can see them going back to this third party. This feels like someone who is very codependent. They can't be alone, so they need to have options. If they are having issues with this other situation, they're not totally putting an ending to it. I feel like they're just kind of having it on standby, putting it on ice because things are going bad. And they're just reaching out to you behind this third party's back just to kind of see what they can, do with you. Ashley says, "Yes, Mika, this is true. I did cut ties and move forward, choosing myself." Absolutely. A lot of you guys may be connecting to this person could be a Libra, a Taurus, an Aquarius, a Gemini, Capricorn, Virgo, Cancer. Could be any sign. That's the main energies coming through in the reading. Let me know, Aries, if it resonates with you. Thank you so much for joining. Next, we got Taurus. Taurus, Taurus, you're up. Big Big shout out to Michelle. Hey, Michelle, good to see you. She is being our amazing mod this evening, as well as Kim. They're going to help you guys navigate through the reading this evening. And I'm doing my part to make sure that you guys stay on track with which sign we're on. So, right now, we are currently on Taurus. Be sure you guys stay in tune with the live chat. You're welcome to come in and out if you please, but be sure you check out that sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign as you hear all of the messages this evening, because you never know. There could be some messages in any of those natal chart placements just for you. If you don't know what those placements are, that's the link right there. Just click on it. It'll direct you to a website to put in your date of birth, location of birth, and it'll give you an entire natal chart for free. That's right, absolutely free. So check it out, guys, if you've never looked at your natal chart. It's really fun. And then come back. And then come back. Here we go, Taurus. Welcome, welcome. I see we got people from Jamaica, Brazil, people from all over. Where is everybody coming from? Rep your set. Where's everybody from? Do we have anybody from the South, the West, the East, the North? Where y'all from? Massachusetts, Miss V. Ooh, Michelle, San Fran. Okay, girl. You a little bougie. Okay, girl. I love San Francisco, but I can't stand driving in San Francisco. It is a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Oh my gosh, TP, Houston, Texas. I can't stand how fast them fools be flying on the highway. Now, I'm from Southern California, Los Angeles County. And it's not like I can't drive, y'all. I'm a really good driver. I'm used to traffic. I know how to drive and navigate through those things. However, comma, Houston is a nightmare. I can't stand driving in Houston. Divine Earth Angels from Dallas. Okay, okay. I haven't been outside of the airport in Dallas. I've been to Dallas Fort Worth. Kim is from Louisiana. That's what's up. I've been to Louisiana a lot. I'm in Mississippi right now for those that want to know. All right, let's get it. Let's get it going, Taurus. We got Frankie from Arizona. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Taurus. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Who is coming towards Taurus next in love and romance? We have the Eight of Wands in the reverse, the Death in the reverse, the Queen of Pentacles. Underneath the deck, we have the Tower in the reverse and the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. You have someone who's really going to hold back taking action from you, but it has a lot to do with this person um, really feeling like the need to protect themselves. Yeah, protect themselves from a disaster happening between you two. Tell me a little bit more about this Eight of Wands in reverse. We have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, protecting themselves. We have the Seven of Wands and we have the King of Wands. They really feel like there's no guarantee that you are going to take this relationship seriously with them. So whoever this person is, they're going to be moving extremely, extremely guarded, like very, very guarded and very, very nervous. I'm also noticing that this person may be considering a third party. This could be an ex of theirs or someone else that they have behind the scenes. They want to kind of see who would be the best person to be in a relationship with. One of the big factors that they're trying to test you with this experience, Taurus, is they're trying to test to see if there's loyalty with you. I'm noticing that about them. How loyal are you? Are you serious? Are you playing games? What do you want? You're going through a very difficult time in your life. And what this person doesn't realize is that you're still healing. So giving them your all right now is just practically impossible. And so I can tell that this person is not understanding your energy very well, and you're having a hard time understanding why they're holding off and pulling their energy back as well. So it looks kind of like a stalemate situation. They're holding back from you because they're scared of what you got going on, and you're holding back from them because you're like, what kind of mess do they have going? Are they talking to someone else? Are they involved? Like, what is going on? So you feel like this is someone that's playing some type of games with you because remember what you went through in your past relationship was very painful, Taurus. So you're not trying to repeat another toxic cycle. If anything, you want a healthy cycle with someone new. What is this person's intentions truly with Taurus? The hangman, the three of swords. They're going to overthink this whole thing and I can see them chickening out. They they're going to do their best to hold on as long as possible, but I think by you getting that bad vibes from this person, you're probably gonna eventually just go about your business. Something's telling me, Taurus, you're just not feeling it. Let's see. How does Taurus feel about this person truly? The Chariot, the Queen of Wands. Yeah, you're not feeling too optimistic at all. The Chariot and Queen of Wands in reverse is like, nah. The most this person may get is a few dates, hanging out, but you're not gonna take this thing too seriously. And I don't blame you, to be honest. I don't want someone in my life like this who's secretly putting you in competition or trying to decide what they want to do with you. Nobody got time for that. Like, no. This person can be a Leo, a Scorpio, an Aries, a Sagittarius, a Pisces, a Taurus, an Aquarius, a Cancer. Can be any of those signs, or you can have that predominantly in your chart. All right. We're doing Gemini next. Let me know if it resonates. Thank you guys so much for being here. Be sure you guys like the video. Show your girls some love. Thank you guys so much for all of you that are here. And don't forget that I do offer personal readings at my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com. For those of you interested in getting a reading, the link to book a reading is down in the description box below. Mela says she's in Miami. Wow. Miami is so nice. I've never been though. Never been to Miami, but it's one of those gotta go see destination spots. So one day I'll go there. Thank you, Kim. Kim said, "You look so beautiful." Thank you, gorgeous. Okay, so we've already done Aries, Taurus. Now we're on Gemini. Remember, we're going in order from Aries all the way to Pisces. So we have not done Pisces yet. Pisces is at the end of the line. So there you go on your screen. That shows you with the check mark are the ones we've already done. All right. And currently we're on Gemini. You wanna go to Hawaii one day? I've been to Hawaii a couple of times, and I absolutely love Hawaii. Hawaii is probably one of my favorite vacation destinations that I've been to. Absolutely love the culture. Love beaches. I'm a big beach person, probably because I'm a Southern California girl. I love the ocean. I love bodies of water, but I love beaches. Like my dream is to have a beach house. My dream is to have like a vacation beach house and then having a house in the mountains. Like if I ever win the lottery or become a millionaire, I would absolutely love to have a beach house and a house in the mountains. So a beach house for the summer and a house in the mountains for the winter. And then live in a modest house in the suburbs, a modest home for every day. Nolan wants a two-story ranch. Okay, all right. Those are nice too in the country. Very nice with all that land. Here we go, Gemini. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Gemini. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Who is coming towards Gemini next in love and romance? We have the Seven of Cups in the reverse, the Star in the reverse, the Six of Pentacles underneath the deck. We have the Page of Swords and the Three of Cups. So, Gemini, this is someone that's thinking about reconciling with you. This is someone you haven't spoken to in a little bit of time because they haven't really found what they're looking for during your separation. So they definitely want to try to work their magic. They're going to say sweet nothings. Hey, sexy. Hey, beautiful. Hey, handsome. What you been up to? Anything to swoon you and sweep you off of your feet. Absolutely. Now, what you don't know is as they were busy with this third party, it just didn't work out. And then even other options is just not working out. So it's kind of like by default, here they come. What I find interesting is they do expect for you to be open to sweeping everything under the rug, whatever issues you guys have had in the past, and being open to kind of like a reciprocal experience. For some of you, they may want to come back home or they may want to go back to how things used to be if you live with them. I don't know, it's something about you guys have like some type of long-term committed relationship, marriage, or situation. I think what is the problem for you, Gemini, is how dare they come back after all this time? And then how dare they come back after leaving you and ruining this family dynamic or relationship you guys once shared? Yeah, they betrayed you. I'm getting this isn't one time, this is multiple times. And for them to come back like nothing has happened, that is rubbing you the wrong way. You're not you're not too happy about that type of offer. Yeah, you're disappointed that they have not tried to reach out sooner. And so you're going to do everything in your power to avoid this person. I'm getting you may have them blocked or you may just try to duck and dodge from them. And it's causing you a lot of pain to do this because I feel like a lot of you Geminis do appreciate this person when things are good, but the bad outweighs the good, you know? Too many issues, whatever that looks like for you. So, what is this person's intentions with Gemini moving forward, Spirit? Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor. Yeah, they want to get control of the situation. They feel like they're losing you. So, it feels like a love bombing energy to gain control, get you back. They regret not doing it sooner with the High Priestess in reverse. They feel like they should have chosen you and not this third party or third parties, you know? Yeah, they didn't really get the type of support that they got from you. I'm noticing in your energy, they're kind of looking you as somebody that's very supportive, maybe financially. You may have done a lot for them, just made their life very comfortable. And they're realizing when they were exploring these other options or this third party, there's no comparison. Almost like they were looking for another you in these other options and it didn't work out the way they thought. So here they come. Knight of Wands in reverse, in and out, like they usually do, off and on, in and out. You guys are off. Now they're trying to get back on like they usually do. You've seen it all before, you know? You've seen it all before. A lot of you Geminis are just kind of tired of it. This person could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, an Aquarius, a Pisces, a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Could be any sign though, but that's the main energies. William says, yeah, I'll pass on a reconciliation. It will be the same rinse and repeat. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Y'all have seen this before. That's the energy I feel like you're encompassing. Like you're very clear about how this person moves, and you're not going to be a revolving door. Yeah. You say, yeah, this person loves bomb and be all in. And after a month, she'll start the sneaky ways again. So William has set boundaries and she'll just disappear. And that's what I'm getting. Once you put those boundaries in place, once you start trying to hold this person accountable, it's very sad. This person feels like they can't deal with it. They can't deal with you. They can't deal with your expectations. So let me go find someone else who's like Gemini, but won't give me a hard time. So yeah, doesn't have to be your husband, doesn't have to be your wife. I said, if you were listening, Belle, I said it can be somebody you were in a long-term committed relationship with, living with, or married to. Listen, ma'am. Listen before you get in my comments and get yourself blocked. Phew. People trying it today, y'all. Woo-hoo. People trying it today. They don't listen, but then they want to argue with you. You were not listening, ma'am. Go run a tape. Go run it. Cancer, you're next. Any cancers here? Any cancers? We got a few cancers here. That's what's up. Cancer, cancer. Here we go. What's a valid question, Heather? What's the question? I don't see a question. What's your question? And by the way, it's good to see you, Heather. I haven't talked to you in so long. I know who you are. What's up, girl? Heather, I haven't talked to you in forever, man. What's up? You been doing okay? Blink twice if you in danger, girl. Because I haven't heard from you in a long time, Heather. Hey. You said that's a valid question. What's the question though, Heather? Like seriously, you said there's a valid question. I'm trying to see what question you're talking about. Hold on a second, Cancer. I'm really trying to help my girl Heather. She said there was a valid question. What question, girl? Y'all, no personal reading questions in the chat. You'll holler at me later. No, you said that was a valid question. I want to know what the question was. Was it like somebody asking a question or what? I missed it. You know, I'll be all in tune to the reading, so I don't pay attention at the time what people be saying. You asked if there was any cancers here, been dealing with screenings lately, so it hit different. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Well, cancers are here, so let's go ahead and get started. But just, so you guys know, the new people here, no questions in the chat. If you do have a dying question, I would love to connect with you guys on an intimate level in a personal reading session. So you need to go to my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com to book your personal reading, okay? The link to book your reading, I just dropped it into the chat. You can always find that same link down in the description box below and the pinned comments of every single video. Just in case, you need to come back later to book that reading because you can't do it right now. Some of you guys may have to wait on payday, and I understand. Nothing wrong with it, but I do my website does do payments. I do have different ways and methods. I even have a payment plan on my website if you need to do that. All right. Yeah. So whatever you gotta do. Here we go, Cancer. Let's do it. Let's do it. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Cancer. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Who is going to be coming towards Cancer in love and romance next? We have the High Priestess in the reverse, the Ace of Wands in the reverse, the Empress. Underneath the deck, we have the Justice in the reverse. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Four of Cups. So this is someone who feels like they just are down on their luck in love. They're not really finding the type of relationships that they've been really wanting to find. And so they're waiting to find someone like you, Cancer. That's what they've been waiting on. What you don't realize is even though this person will be coming towards you, they have a lot of confidence issues in themselves. They may feel like they may never find love or they may never find their person. And it has a lot to do with past trauma, pain. relationships that have failed them. And so they want to get out of hermit mode. They want to get out of this stuck energy. They want to stop feeling bad for themselves. And here they come towards you. And you know what they feel about you? Like they hit the jackpot. Okay. They view you as the empress. They feel like you are beautiful, handsome, stable, independent, kind, loving, nurturing, all the things that they would want in a very mature, stable partner. They really like you, Cancer. They really do. But because you are somebody who is so amazing and they are not so confident, they just are so scared of committing. They want to, but they just need some time. So, right now, they're going to take action towards you because they're very excited about the potential of where this relationship between you two may go. On the contrary, Cancer, I can see that you're someone who is really not feeling it. You're not feeling it because with the Ace of Cups to the Four of Cups, this person to you is very boring. You don't feel the excitement because they're holding back. So I think a lot of you guys will entertain this relationship for the time being, Cancer, because it's like, what do I have to lose? I can date this guy or girl, Mika, but I just don't see potential here. Over time, this person's going to get on your nerves and you're going to continue to explore your options. Yeah. You're not going to waste time to consider other people. The biggest turnoff for you, though, is the stagnancy, the fear, the lack of confidence. I think this person confuses you, Cancer, because you just need like effort. Come on, come and get me, come love me. Show me you love me. What is this person's intentions? Let's see. When it comes to Cancer, Spirit, the world in the reverse, the Five of Cups in reverse, the Seven of Cups. They are going to regret not choosing you, like not fully saying, I'm going to pursue this and give my all here. And they're going to feel like that for a very long time. And I think this is going to happen after you retract your energy because where this person goes is they go straight to, well, what if I need to go back to my ex, or what if I need to do this? They're too fickle, I guess, and so unsure about you, unsure about this relationship. And it has a lot to do with their past trauma and pain. I will say this. It's their fickle nature that I feel like is gonna be a turnoff for you. That's what's gonna do it for you. You need consistency. You need someone that's always there, and that's something that they're gonna regret doing. Because, if you're an Empress Cancer, an Empress is not gonna sit around and just wait on somebody to get their crap together. That's not what an Empress does. I'm sorry, but no. Mm-mm. An Empress is gonna say, "Listen, I'll give you a chance. I can be, submissive and kind and sweet, but you on a time constraint. You on a very limited time constraint, so you better get your crap together. Please and thank you. And this person doesn't get their crap together and you out. Because you know your value, you know your worth, and you refuse to settle. And guess what? I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. Your person could be a Pisces, a Sagittarius, an Aries, a Sagittarius, already said that, a Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio. That's what I got. Yeah, that's what I got for Cancers. Good luck, Cancers. You know what? I'm not even mad at you, Cancer. Because it's like it's one thing if someone sees your worth and value, but it's another thing if they act on it. You know, anybody can see you and say, "Oh, Cancer's amazing. Cancer's lovely. Cancer's all the things." But if you don't feel loved, if you don't feel valued as an Empress Cancer, then you're just going to just say, "Yeah, no, bye bye," and it is what it is. Leos are next. Y'all let me know if it resonates, Cancers. I would love to hear your story. Leo, Leo, let's do this. Cassandra says, for this Mercury retrograde, now 1X has come back thus far. Well, it just started. Mercury retrograde started yesterday. So it just started. So, it may take some time. It may take some time. And some of you guys, if you do have this person blocked, your exes and stuff, they may have been trying to contact you and you have not known that they have been trying to contact you as well. That can be a thing as well. So, got to keep an open mind when it comes to this Mercury retrograde stuff. And also with Mercury retrograde, there's the pre shadow, the post shadow, all of that as well. Time is fluid, so it's like it can happen at any point. And some people, even if they get the urge to reach out, or even if you guys get the urge, it doesn't mean you'll act on it. Energy is energy. So it is what it is. Here we go, Leos. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? Thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget to hit the like button. I see y'all in the chat. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, Frankie. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Leo. Mighty, mighty Leos. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Who is coming towards Leos next in love and romance? All right. We have the Empress in the reverse, the Queen of Cups in the reverse, as well as the Five of Wands. Underneath the deck, we have the Eight of Swords, Justice, and the Four of Cups. This is someone who feels very conflicted. On one hand, they really want to reach out, but then the other hand, they don't. They're thinking about what's going to best serve them, though. And what best serves them is to step back and not do anything at all. They feel like by ignoring you, by not taking action towards you, is probably the best thing to do right now because they feel like you don't really love them the same way you used to. And it's kind of stressing them out. So they're trying to prove a point in some type of way that if you're not going to come and chase me, Leo, I'm going to hold back from you in hopes that you'll reach your breaking point and reach out to me. Yeah. They've been desperately hoping to talk to you, but they don't want to be the first one to break. But they feel the urge to do so, but they're not going to do it. It's crazy because they can see a future with you with the 10 of Pentacles. They can see a lot of abundance, stability, family. They can see all that can come along with being with someone like you. A lot of security. Like you're just all around a good choice. However, you have standards, you have boundaries. You put your foot down. And now that this person has ended things with this third party, because I do see a third party here, Queen of Wands, um, they're thinking about coming to you. So it's very clear here, Leo, that this person is trying to stir up some drama with you. It's like a reverse psychology experience that they're trying to do and pull here. It's very manipulative in nature, but it's not true with how they feel. So they do feel like you don't care. Your energy, in fact, is telling me that you do care actually, but you feel like you're going to hurt yourself even further if you were to take action. So it's probably better to just pull back as well. So I can see a part of you wants to see if there's a possibility you guys can reconcile. And then there's another part of you that says, I don't know if I want to relive this experience. And you know what it is? It's you miss this person. A part of you really misses them. You miss their love, you miss their kisses, you miss their hugs, you miss being in the bed with them. You just want them to like level up and just do right. The idea of being alone bothers you. The idea of them being single bothers you as well. So what is this person's intentions? The Knight of Swords in the reverse, the Devil in the reverse, the Ace of Swords. This person knows they're not going to really surrender to your request. You want them to stop being toxic. You want them to change. You want them to just do better. This person is saying, I'm sorry, but I don't think I can do that. So if I pull my energy back, maybe Leah will miss me long enough, think about me enough, and just kind of accept me, my flaws and all. Just maybe. And there's a part of this person's tactics that are working a little bit because I think you guys are missing them a little bit. But they're not going to really give a lot of effort. Don't expect this person to put in a lot of work. They're just not going to do that. They're not the type of person that does that. They just sit back and expect you to do everything. Ashley says, LOL, yup, I do, Mika, but I love me more. The idea of going through what he put me through again bothers me. I won't do it. And I agree. I feel like a lot of you Leos are really trying to choose yourself over the situation, but it's so hard. So be weary, like be warned. Be weary of this person coming back being the same person they've always been. There's a cycle, there's a pattern of behavior where they feel entitled to have you submit to them and let them get their way. And They're just very selfish and very arrogant, I'm getting, and just almost feels like they can care less how you feel or what you want. It feels very much like a their way or the highway situation. And when they don't get their way, here they go stirring up trouble and drama. They can be an Aries, a Libra, a Taurus, an Aquarius, Scorpio, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Gemini. All right. Could be anybody. Faye says, "You are truly gifted, Mika. It's true. Everything you said. I really do miss him, but I can't go back to him." There we go. Georgia says, "I already know, but thanks. He will be my footstool. That's God's promise." I heard that. Hey, sometimes we can love someone so much, but unfortunately, we just can't make that person be the man or woman we want them to be. We just have to kind of see what it is, see it for what it is, and then we decide if we want to stay in that relationship or do we choose to move forward to find someone that's more aligned to what we're looking for. Never force a relationship to fit. All right. That's what I have for you, Leos. Virgos are next. Any Virgos here? I see that we have Saida. Did I say it right? Saida. We have Frankie, who is a Virgo cusp. Connie says the Leo reading was accurate. Thank you. You're very welcome. Yee, the Virgo Venus. Cats, a Virgo moon. All right, a lot of Virgos on the chat tonight. Hey, Virgos. Let's do this. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Virgo. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Who is coming towards Virgos next in love and romance? We have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Cups underneath the deck, the Three of Swords in the reverse, the Seven of Pentacles. A lot of sevens here. Seven can be significant, the number seven, also the number 14 or 21. And so we'll also have the Judgment in the reverse. Seven is also a spiritual number, by the way, too. Whoever this person is, they need your help. This is someone that's moving away from another situation. And so they're looking for someone to lean on for refuge. This is someone that struggles being a single man or single woman on their own. So they look for other people for support. I love you too, Daisy. This is someone who has a lot of toxic tendencies. And so, what you may notice about this person is they are somebody that may have kept you as an option or chooses you as an option if you haven't met them yet. And that's because they always have to have some type of backup plan. So even if they date you, get to know you, have you in their life, I can see them not being totally sure that you're the one they want to be with. So they could be keeping their options open. They know they need to stop being that toxic person that's leaning on others for support. But I can tell this is someone who is really trying to learn how to do that, but it's a hard change to make in their life right now. They have some unfinished business with the Queen of Swords. This feels like an ex of theirs or somebody that's putting a boundary in place. They're considering going back to this Queen of Swords with the World in reverse, but then you showing up as the Queen of Wands, the third party. And I think you're kind of stressed out about how this person's moving. Some of you guys may know that this person has someone else, or you may suspect that something's going on with this person because you're in an energy of Seven of Swords. So it's like you're trying to get away with something, Virgo. Let's see what's going on with you. I think this person stresses you out because you are very sensitive. Your energy going into this experience is in the middle of a healing journey, in the middle of trying to get over something from your past. So when you meet this person, it's going to be at a very vulnerable moment, and little things can trigger you very much so that this person does. I think you really do want a relationship with them, but you may not tell this person that you're still healing from something else. You're still not totally ready or totally sure this is going to work. I think more than anything, you feel like this opportunity is just kind of filling some type of emotional void to help you recover or get your mind off of your past situation in some type of way. But as you become more closer or invested, you're going to start noticing a shift in your energy, Virgo. You're going to feel very off. Like you're going to feel like something's off with this person. And what you don't know is they're secretly putting you in competition with someone else, this ex of theirs that they have unfinished business with. And what's stressing you is their inconsistent ways. They may not be always present or always invested. And you're like, hello, do you want me or not? So even though I feel like a lot of you guys may know about this other person, if you don't know about this other person, you feel like something's off, a lot of you guys will ride the wave because there's still this vulnerability, this very weak space in your heart where you just want love and validation of others. But you're kind of deceiving yourself by staying in this. What is this person's intentions with Virgo? I'm going to tell you what this person wants with you. We have the Eight of Cups in the reverse, the Four of Cups in the reverse, the Seven of Wands. They want to keep a boundary up. They want to put a very strong boundary up because they're really thinking about this other situation. So they intend to not fully invest in you. They intend to just kind of put you on a shelf until they get more information. Be careful. You're just an option at this point. Not good. Georgia says, "Yeah, not stressed out because I know God is gonna take care of him. I don't want a relationship with him. He is a POS, a piece of sh." Delight says, "You're on point, Mika. I had to block and move on." So yeah, I feel like eventually, Virgo, you're gonna realize this is not gonna go anywhere. Eventually, especially if you are subscribed to my channel, we talk about people that you are dating. If they put you in a category of being strong along for a long time, they're not taking you seriously. So remember I said 3 months, the 3-month rule. If you're dating someone within 3 months and you guys are consistently talking, consistently dating, consistently getting to know each other, and they're not giving you no solid love offer after all that time, something's off. That person is playing games with you. What you don't know is the deadly game that this person's playing is they're putting you in secret competition with their ex or with someone that they have something going on with. And nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that. Daisy says, "I'm a Virgo. I'm a Virgo's new person." And it's very true, Mika. He is still healing. I can tell that this is his reading 100%. This person could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo with all this earth energy here. They can be an Aquarius, a Libra, a Pisces, an Aries, a Scorpio. Could be anybody. That's the main energy. Doesn't have to be the sign. It's just energy I'm reading. All right. That's what I have for my Virgos there. Protect yourself. Don't let someone take advantage of your vulnerability. They may notice that you're, wanting someone really badly and unfortunately they're not totally emotionally present and available. Libras are next. If you're just now joining the live, thank you so much for being here. We're going from Aries all the way to Pisces. We've already done Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. And we're currently on Libra. Let's do this, Libra. Hey, Ruby, how you doing, boo? Spirit, tell me a little bit about Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Who is coming towards Libra next in love and romance? We have the Five of Wands in the reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, the Eight of Cups in the reverse. And underneath the deck, we have the King of Wands in the reverse, Justice in reverse, and then the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Now, a lot of you Libras are going to say, "Mika, what's wrong with your cards?" Because I get some comments about that. Why they always got to be in the reverse? It's the interpretation. They're not coming out in reverse just because I didn't shuffle the cards. They're coming out in reverse on purpose because this is the message. So here we go. Someone from your past wants to come back. You know who this is, Libra. The person that comes in and out of your life, the player, the inconsistent one. When they feel wronged by you, when they feel like you've done them wrong, they leave. Everything's fine, Libra, as long as you're being a supportive partner. Something about money and stability, investing in them, supporting them, being there for them, holding them down, making sure they're good. As long as you're doing that, we're good. So I think there was a big fight surrounding money, or there was a big fight about you feeling like this person's not pulling their weight in the relationship. And instead of this person taking accountability, they may have like abruptly left and then tried to blame you as being difficult. Michelle said, "Yeah, I said this yesterday." She said, "Yes, it's my story." What you don't realize is that this is a manipulative tactic to get you in line and in order. They know good and dang well that they're the one causing the problem. They know that. They know that everything you said was the truth. But instead of taking accountability, this is someone that would try to project that same energy back on you. The fact that this tactic is not working on you, Libra, really pisses them off. It's like, how dare you, Libra, pull back from me? How dare you, Libra, try to hold me accountable? Who do you think you are? How dare you switch up on me? C says, "Ooh, this is the person I divorced. They're a Sagittarius." So the only reason why this person is coming towards you next is because they're really struggling. They really need your help. Life has been rough for them since you've been apart. They feel alone, broken, and for a lot of them, broke. Really struggling here. I'm also noticing that they're very nervous about the type of attention you may be getting from others. So they're trying to come back quick before you get booed up with someone else. It's a risk. They feel like it's worth taking, but they're just not sure how this is going to go when they come back and reach out to you. Well, according to your energy, Libra, I can tell that this person stretches you out. It's you've been through hell and back trying to get this person to be something that they're not. They just don't listen. They just don't do right by you, the relationship. They are making things way more difficult than they need to be. You're not asking for a lot, and you're tired of talking to this person till you're black and blue in the face about them needing to step it up. And instead of them saying, "You know what? You're right. I love you enough, Libra, that I'm willing to compromise. I know I really need to just get my crap together, pull up my britches, pull my shoulders back, and be a real man or a real woman." No, they want to be a grown boy or a grown little girl and be pampered like a princess or a prince. And nobody got time for that. Period. Nobody got time for it. You're tired. You feel like Your decision is final with the judgment here. And I can see a lot of you Libras stepping out of your comfort zone to do things for yourself for once. You really gave your all in this relationship, and there's nothing else you can give. So it doesn't matter if this person tries to reach out, but they're going to try, y'all. What is this person's intentions moving forward with Libra? Nine of Wands in reverse, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. They're going to feel like it's it's really difficult to decide where this is going to go between Libra and I, but I'm going to try to reach out to Libra just to see if we have a chance. They're refusing to accept that it's over, even though they feel like it's possibility it's over, but they don't want to accept that. They just need reassurance. So they're going to try to reach out. Okay. Yeah, they're going to drop their guard, this boundary. They're going to unblock you, come forward out of nowhere just to see what's going on with you. But I don't think they're going to go far. I really don't see it in your energy, Libra. I think a lot of you guys have let this go. This person can be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. We also have Aquarius here, Libra, Gemini. All right, Taurus. Let me know if it resonates. All right, Scorpios are next. Any Scorpios here? Any Scorpios? Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, Libras, for giving me some feedback to let me know that the message resonates with you all. Let me tell y'all, it's quite amazing when people try to come back after they realize what they've lost. But I say it's their bad. It's their bad. Michelle says, "Yeah, he definitely is a fire sign, and this resonates. Thank you. You're very welcome. Very welcome." All right, let's do this, Scorpio. Scorpio, Scorpio. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Scorpio. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Who is coming towards Scorpio next in love and romance? Seven of Wands in the reverse. The Page of Wands. The Eight of Wands in the reverse. And underneath the deck, we have the Knight of Cups, Temperance, and the Page of Cups. Definitely getting heavy fire sign energy and water sign energy. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You or your person can have that predominantly in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign of your natal chart. Doesn't have to be, but that's what I'm picking up. This is someone who has really taken their time to come back to reach out to you. It feels like this is somebody that's been very guarded, very closed off, almost like protecting themselves from you. But they can't help how they feel. They just can't help how they feel. Like when they think of you, like they get in their feelings. A lot of you guys could have had like a marriage, a relationship, a separation. Some of you guys could have lived with this person. Whatever this dynamic was, it definitely feels like someone from your past that is hoping that they can come back and fix and repair things with you. Pick up where you guys left off, you know? I can see them wanting to show you some romance, some charm, date you, tell you sweet nothings in your ear, show you a lot of passion and love. But what you don't know, Scorpio, is that during the time this person was away from you, things did not work out with other options. They were looking for options that could give them pretty much what you were giving them and more. But I feel like this is somebody that realized no one does it like Scorpio. I would be fooling myself. These options are not it. They're not aligned to what I really want. So maybe I need to go back to Scorpio and see what's up with Scorpio. So with the 2 of Wands here, I'm gonna be honest with you. They're not totally cutting off these other options. They're gonna keep them in the background as kind of like an insurance policy, just in the event that you reject them totally. Like, they don't need to not have anybody. They just need to know where you stand. They're wondering, like, is Scorpio still single? Is Scorpio with someone else? What is Scorpio doing? I wonder, what is Scorpio doing? It looks like you're minding your own business. That's what it looks like you're doing. And you're trying to give this person their karma by avoiding them. It bothers you though, because I feel like a lot of you Scorpios felt like there was potential that you guys could really make this thing work if they would have got their crap together. So instead, I can see a lot of you right now focusing on your career, your stability, your goals. You know, you're really just doing everything in your power to level up away from this person because this person doesn't serve you anymore. You're like, huh, yeah, okay, whatever. Oh, yeah, I knew you would be back. Oh, yeah, I knew. I knew you couldn't resist me. You know, it's something like that. That's the most that you're gonna feel about it, but you might chuckle a little like, "Yeah, I knew you was gonna hit me up," you know? "Oh, Scorpio. Oh, Scorpio." But love don't live here anymore. I really feel like, Scorpio, you don't I hate to say it, you don't care no more. Um, mm. So this person's gonna be really disappointed and hurt because you've checked completely out, and now you're checked into your life, your goals, your standards, and things you wanna accomplish for yourself. And, that's your focus. A lot of you with the Page of Wands, some of you guys are, you know, maybe exploring other opportunities casually. Some of you Scorpios may, consider hearing this person out just for kicks and giggles, but I just don't see you going back to them. Imma just be honest, like, you know this person wants this reconciliation because they're a lost puppy, they're shivering in the cold, and they need help, and you're just like, "Not my problem," you know? I agree. What is this person's intentions with Scorpio moving forward? Life with Iris says, I don't care. And it's kind of sad because I actually did care. It's unfortunate. Yee says 100. And that's what I'm saying. I feel like you really did care, but then the way this person disrespected you, it's like, why should I care anymore? So this person intends with the 9 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles to the 10 of Swords. They still intend to live the life of a single man or woman while having their cake and eat it too. That's not gonna work for you, Scorpio. That's not gonna work for you. Like, I'm getting like a double life. I wouldn't mind having Scorpio in my life while still considering other people. And that's the thing that you may have noticed about this person, Scorpio, is that they don't commit. They're not totally laser focused and invested on you. And you don't have time for that. Yeah, they're a liar. They're mm, I'm sorry, y'all almost cussed. I gotta remember where I'm at. I just feel like you're just over it. I can't even begin to explain the level of frustration and almost a level of disgust you have for this person. The audacity of it all. This person could be, like I say, a fire sign, water sign. Some other signs I'm getting here is air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Scorpio could have done this to you, by the way, if you're a cross watcher. Yep. Music Red says, yep, there are 304. That's what I got. So yeah, if you let this person back, Scorpio, for those that want to at least hear them out, you're gonna find out that they playing games. They still for the streets. They're a Knight of Wands in the reverse, which is for the streets. They're a player. They're in and out. They're for the community. Community D, community P. That nobody got time for. All right. Not everybody's story. Not everybody's story. So take it if it's yours. This is your story because they've been in and out. They've done this before repeatedly. And you may have caught on to the nastiness of it all. And you're like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Who the hell do you think I am? No, thank you. Got the game twisted. A lot of commitment issues. I agree. Definitely, whoever this is has some serious commitment issues, y'all. Be careful, Scorpio, if this is your reading. Sagittarius is next. Saggy Wedgies. My Saggies are here. Mr. Bear, hey. Mel is here. Temperance Rising. Bree, my OGs. Hey, y'all. My besties. I wonder if my homegirl's still here. Cherie, you still here, girl? She's a Sagittarius. Kim is a Saggy Rising. Scarlet. Look at all the Sagittarius is in the building. Y'all been patiently waiting on me. I feel so special because Sagittarius, you don't be waiting on nobody. And got time for nobody. Happy early birthday, Kimberly. Happy early birthday. Here we go, Sagittarius. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Sagittarius. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Who is coming towards Sagittarius to the black? Hit me now. Just hit me. Just pop me. Just hit me, Sagittarius. I'd have messed up your whole introduction. I'm gonna try it again. Let me get some water. Y'all know I'm getting tired. See, what you guys don't know is I've done personal readings. I've done the Capricorn reading, the Aquarius reading, had my dentist appointment. Took my little power nap with Duchess, and now I'm on this live, and I'm still recovering from my surgery. So just commercial break. All right, here we go. Back to our regular schedule program. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Who is coming towards Sagittarius next in love and romance? Three of Swords, the Devil in the reverse, the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Six of Swords, Temperance in the reverse, the Page of Cups in the reverse. This person misses you. This feels like somebody you have a very strong attachment with. You and this person have a lot of history, and something about their energy is so, so addictive. But you're learning to detach and move on from this person. During your transformation of healing and breaking free, here they come. They're feeling alone. They could have experienced a recent breakup with someone, and they need refuge. They're not very confident that they could change their ways, but they're hoping you'll still take them back. With the Wheel of Fortune in reverse clarifying the Emperor, this is someone who intends to repeat the same toxic cycle that you have seen in the past. They have not changed, y'all. And whatever type of experience that has caused you to say this person is toxic and I got to detach from them, they're coming in to give you the same toxic energy. Now, according to this person, now, according to them, this person is really feeling like they need you for support more than love. They need you for financial support and emotional support. So this is one of those people that may not be doing very well and they need you to kind of like support them through this very difficult time in their life. You're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles, Sagittarius. So when you were with this person, you could have been very, very generous, very kind, very supportive. If they were juggling you with other options or other things, they're going to drop the other person, or that other person may be already out of the picture. And here they come to you, Sagittarius, um, for refuge because again, they can't do it on their own. You know, this feels like somebody that doesn't have a lot of confidence in themselves. They may have low self-esteem. They may be someone who doesn't have a lot going on in their life that they feel like they can handle on their own. So they just kind of seek other people to support them through that. Now, what I will say about your energy, Sagittarius, which is pretty positive, is that since you have detached from this person, a lot of you guys may have found yourself to be a lot more at peace. So I can tell that, you're recognizing that this person is not going to serve you and you need to go a different direction when they come forward. It's not an easy decision to move forward because you're going to be triggered when you hear from them. But I can see a lot of you guys definitely moving forward and definitely trying to explore other opportunities. With the Page of Wands, some of you guys could be already dating other people. You could have already started finding someone else, but you're going to be looking a completely different direction. Okay. And just kind of like fighting off the urge to continue this with this person. Now, I don't really see someone new quite yet showing up in your energy because for a lot of you guys, the pain, the hurt, the trauma that you experienced in this cycle here is still very much alive and well in your energy. However, you're trying your best to detach from it and move forward. So for that idiot that was just in my live chat trying to talk about the energy sucks, you suck and you need to stop negating my reads and hear the whole message before you try to get in my comments, which trigger figures trying to tell me about what I'm talking about sucks, but you didn't hear the whole reading. So I'm going to say this again, and I'm going to say it for the people in the back that's a little slow. Just because you've decided to move on from somebody doesn't necessarily mean that they have moved on from you. It's all energy. It's all energy. So you can actually leave a person and still be energetically tied to them energetically through thoughts, through soul ties. That's why we've got to be very, very careful who we have relationships with because soul ties are very real. And for that person that was in the comments, you know this is your reading because you may be actually detached from this person, and that's fair. But even the energy says you're still working on completely cutting the cord. You're almost there. You're almost there, but there's still work to be done. And I can say the good thing is you are showing progress. They're going to reach out to you because what's happening in this person's energy is they've run out of opportunities and options that can give them the sense of security and stability that you once gave them. So here they come back to you. So instead of sitting up here negating my reads, hear the message as a warning message instead of getting in your feelings. And if you get in your feelings, you don't need to watch this channel because I'm too real for you and you ain't ready for the truth. What is this person's intention? Sorry, Sagittarius, for the idiots in the comments. What is this person's intentions moving forward? Judgment and the star. They're choosing to really work on healing, fixing, and repairing this relationship. They really do feel like Sagittarius, there's hope. There's hope. They're hoping, they're praying things can work out between you two. The truth is, they do love you. As toxic and as low vibrational this person is, they can't help how they feel about you. But with the deaths to the four of wands in the reverse, they know that they have created a unstable not so solid foundation with you, and they know they may have ruined this relationship, this marriage, this situation. So they want to kind of like hopefully create a clean slate and a new opportunity, kind of like rewrite history and maybe show you another side of them, a more loving side. But I think this person is doing it a little bit too late. They're realizing they self-sabotage something amazing. And I feel like it is too late because a lot of you Sagittariuses have already checked out. With the devil in reverse, you're not as drawn to this. You're not as connected to it like you were once before. If anything, you're kind of detaching and you're cutting yourself away from this experience. Regardless of where you are in the cycle, a lot of you guys truly don't want to revisit this pain. JC says, "You're spot on, Mika. He knows he messed up." Yeah, they know. And I think a lot of you Sagittarius kind of predicted that this person would be back. You're like, "Oh, you wanna leave? You wanna let me go? Okay, well, you like it, I love it." I already know. I already know. You gonna see. You gonna reap what you sow. And they did. They reaped what they sowed. Karma's a bitch. Your person could be a Capricorn, another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. A Sagittarius could have did this to you if you're a cross watcher. They can be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Leo. Already said that. And that's what I have. Let me know if it resonates. One thing I will say, if anything, healing is nonlinear. So take all the time you need. I'm going to be honest. Healing is nonlinear. Some of you guys just need a little bit more time to heal, and that's okay. Just don't rush yourself into something new too fast. Take your time. Whoever this person was, they did a number on you, Sagittarius. They did a number on you. And again, I apologize, Sagittarius, for the idiot in the comments that's disrupted your read. I had to let them know who I was because I got the game twisted. I really be trying to be nice to folks, y'all, but y'all just be doing the most. Y'all be doing the most. Oh, I'm like, all right. Capricorn. Capricorn's next. Don't forget Capricorns. I did individual sign reads on the channel today. So make sure you check out your July 2026 predictive reading. Okay. Go to my page to check it out. T. Mrs. says they're fooled by the pretty innocent face. They really are. That's one thing I hate about my look. My look seems very, very gullible, very sweet, very kind until they see that Aries moon, that Scorpio rising, or that Aquarius sun. See, I got all like the Nook of you book placements in my chart. It gets a little hot in her. Get a little hot in here. People be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm so sweet. I promise y'all, I'm the most kindest, sweetest, loving, selfless person there is. But baby, if you play with me, not the one, I'm not the two, the three, the four, or the five to be F with. Karma is coming, and you're not going to see it coming, but you're going to find out. So keep playing with me. And every one of my exes played themselves. Every single one that tried to play with me, they did it to themselves. I'm not strict. I'm real. I don't play. I don't play games. I'm too grown around here. I'm a real woman. So if you're not a real man, don't come step over here because you're not ready. You're gonna get your feelings hurt. If you're not a real man that's stepping in his masculine energy, that knows how to lead, that knows how to take charge, that knows how to stand on business and do right by me, get out of my face because you about to get your feelings hurt. I'm a big fish. So if you coming to play games, oh boy, not the one. Not the one to be played with, I'm telling you. And see, it doesn't help the fact that I'm spiritually inclined and the fact that I have the ability to see right through people. First conversation, first dates, I can really pick up on the foolery. And because I'm an Aquarius, my energy is very mysterious. And I have that Scorpio too. So a lot of people don't really figure me out until I let them know who I really am. Then they like, huh? I didn't expect that from you. I did. Eh, don't play with me. And I'm a woman of very little words. See, I talk a lot on here. I just sit back and watch and I listen and I play dumb. Like I didn't see that, like I didn't hear that. And I say, you know what? Okay. All right. Got you. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? It's been nice having this date with you, but it's clear it's not going to work out. So good luck to you. Have a nice day. God bless. Love and light. And they like, what happened? And they probably really be shocked that I block them on my way to the car on the date. And they'd be like, oh, she really about that life. Yeah. Yeah. Because no, absolutely not. The, 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 I'm just saying. Like, really? Okay. Well, you know what? It was nice talking to you. Have a great day. I just don't think this is going to work out. And that's it. And that's it. Block and move on with my life. See, a lot of y'all don't have it in. You don't have the backbone. You got to get that backbone. Shut it down. Boom. Let them know. Listen, if it's fixable, it's not like everything somebody does is like a deal breaker. No, I'm talking about if they do something unforgivable. But I'm talking about, when you're dating someone and they do something really wild. Like I was on one date and this dude, oh my gosh. I think I've told this story already on the channel. But to make a long story short, we were talking on the phone for a few weeks and he decided he wanted to take me out. Okay. So we go on this date or whatever. I'm dressed to the nine. I'm looking cute. You know how I do. I step out, I do my thing. I got a cute dress on, looking very classy, very nice. He shows up on the date and he got sweats on and a t shirt that got stains all on it. And I'm like, what in the, I don't say nothing. I'm like, hey, I was like, where are you coming from? The gym? And he said, oh no, I'm coming from now, y'all live in Mississippi. He said, I'm just now coming down from Memphis. I was kicking it from with one of my friends last night in Memphis. And I said, oh, okay. And I said, so you didn't have time to get ready for the date that you invited me on? Well, I brought my all my clothes are in the car. And I said, "Okay." He said, "If you just give me a second, I can go ahead and put some other clothes on. Just give me a second." And I said, "Okay." So I gave him his moment to put some regular clothes on. This fool gonna put on a jean and a polo shirt. Y'all, we at the Outback Steakhouse in the parking lot, y'all. We at the Outback Steakhouse. I'm looking cute, y'all. I have a really cute little thing, little cute dress. You know, body is T, hair is on point, giving face card, got the heels on, looking real cute. And this fool looking broke, busted, and disgusted. But it's all good. You know, I'm like, okay, stop being an Aquarius, stop overthinking things, and give this person a chance. So he jumps out the car, and then we go into the Outback. As we're going into the Outback restaurant, they say, "I'm sorry, but there's about a 30-minute wait." And you know me, I'm just like, "Oh God, 30 minutes." And he's like, "Oh yeah, that's fine. 30 minutes is fine." And I'm just like, "No, it's not fine. It's not fine." So we get the little thing with the little buzzer, and then we're sitting in the restaurant. He proceeds to try to put his little crusty arm on my shoulder, you know, like one of these numbers. And so I then proceed to stand up and I said, "You know what? It's a little cold in here. I think it's a little warmer outside. I'm a little chilly, you know, because, I got my dress on. And first of all, I'm not feeling it because, Aquarius, we don't lie. We not feeling it. So don't touch me, bro. Don't touch me. I don't even want people to know that I'm on a date with you at this point. Don't touch me." But I'm trying to just say, let me just give this man a chance. I could tell he really liked me and that was cool. But we stood outside and he was like, "Oh man, you're looking so beautiful and all this and all that." And I'm just like, "Whatever, whatever." "Oh, thanks." All the stuff we just have to say, ladies. "Yeah, thank you." And he said, "It's a little warm out here. Do you want to sit in the car, to have some air because it is a little hot out here, and I know it's cold, and so I can give you like, you can just sit in the car." And I'm like, "Dang it, man. Dang it. God. What am I supposed to say, y'all?" I'm trying to be nice. And I said, I'm okay. I really don't think we need to be in the car. I should be fine." He said, "No, you got these heels on." He said, "Plus, we got to wait 30 minutes." Not a family emergency. You ain't never lied. I was trying to think of a lie quick. And he was like, "You can just come sit in my car and we can just talk. We can get to know each other a little bit more." And I'm just like, why is he, why? Lord, make me disappear, Lord. Could I go invisible? Invisible. Okay, all right. We can go to the car. So we go sit in the car. Y'all, why this man car was junky? He got wrappers, he got trash, clothes in the back. Like, what? Are you living in your car? Are you homeless? Hmm. What is what's is this a water bottle? Trash in his car. So I'm like this, y'all. in the passenger seat like this. He said, "You okay?" And I said, um, not really, not really." He said, "What's wrong?" And I said, "I just wasn't expecting your car to look like this. Cause I'm gonna keep it real. I ain't got nothing to hide. I'm gonna let people know. I'm gonna shut it down. I'm gonna let them know, sir, you are out of line and out of order." I said, "I wasn't expecting this." And I said it very, very nice, very calm. And he said, "Expecting what?" I said, I wasn't expecting your car to be like this." He said, "Oh, yeah. Well, like I said, I just got off the road. I was visiting my friend in Memphis and all that kind of stuff. Being on the road, you stop, you eat, just a few little things. I'm sorry about that." He said, "I apologize. I apologize. My bad, my bad." And he said, "Yeah, I can tell this is probably not going too well." And I said, "You know what? It's okay. I mean, you're trying to do the best you can with what you got." So then we have a little small talk or whatever. And then the little thing goes off for us to go to our table. So we go back into the Outback. And as we're walking to the restaurant, he then proceeds, y'all, to try to grab my hand. I start hyperventilating. I start hyperventilating. I was like, "Oh my God. Oh my God. Please, Lord, please fix my face. Lord, fix my face. Fix my face. Fix my face." Breathe, bitch, breathe. He's holding my hand. So I'm just like, when your hand go limp, when somebody trying to hold your hand and you just go limp with it. Like, nigga, catch the hint. Catch the hint. Catch the hint that I'm not trying to hold your hand. Let go of my hand. I'm not gonna pull back from me. I'm trying, sir, I'm trying. You done already tried it to put your arm around me. I stood up. Context clues, sir. I don't want you touching on me. I'm not feeling you like that, bruh. I just met you. Stranger danger. Cooties. You might have that COVID-19. You may have the cooties. Get back from me. Don't touch me. Your nasty car. You might have fleas. So we make it into the Outback. We sit at the table. The waiter says, "So what would you guys like to drink?" "Yeah, so can I get you know what? Just give me a water for now." And you know me, I knew this day was over. I was like, "Just you can just give me a water too." And so he said, "Okay, all right." So we're looking at the menu and then his phone goes off. So then he gets his phone. He gets his phone. He's like this with it. Look like he texting y'all discreetly underneath the table. And then so yeah, yeah. So what you gonna order? And see, that's the part right there that I'm talking about, y'all. I see and I watch everything. You gonna act like I didn't see you going like this, like you hiding something. What is all this? What? Why you here with it, sir? Why you down here with it on the date? What is all this? So I said, you know what? I don't know. I really don't know what I'm gonna order. And he said, "I feel you, I feel you." He said, "They do got some good steaks here." And I said, "Yeah, yeah, they do." And I'm just irritated, y'all. The irritation is at an all-time high. Like, my breaking point, I just wanna, like, walk out of the restaurant because 'cause I'm just irritated. And then his phone rings, and then his phone rings. He looks at the phone, now he grabs the phone, and he looks at the phone, and he's like, "Look." And I said, "Who is that?" He said, "Look, you're not gonna believe who's calling me." And I said, "Who's calling you?" And he said, "Remember my friend I told you that I went to go visit in Memphis?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "This is her. This is her." And I'm thinking, "Her? Hmm. Hmm." And he said, "So she wanna know, like, when I was just texting a few minutes ago, she wanna know what I'm doing and what I'm up to. And so now she calling me. What should I tell her? What should I tell her?" I looked him dead in his eye and I said, "Why don't you tell her that you on a date with another bitch?" And then I got my purse and walked out that mother and went all the way to the car. Blocked and delete, baby. Blocked and delete. Blocked and delete. Ooh. No, he didn't, girl. Yes, he did. No, he didn't. So did. He tried it. He tried it. And I'm just like, this is the worst date ever. The worst. So that's my worst date ever story right there. That happened several years ago, but that was my worst date in history. I've had some really good dates, amazing dates. I've had some not so good dates, and that was by far the worst. And I'm just thinking, like, what is wrong with this fool? You see this fine sister here, you like her, you trying to touch on her, you talking about a friend, then the audacity to sit up here and show me that she's calling you. Like, what's wrong with him? So I had ended up dating other people. This is when I was in my, dating era. So I was dating a lot of different people. Okay. Not sleeping with people. Let me be clear, ladies. Dating means just going on dates, talking to people, meeting people, going out, but not having sex, not kissing, not nothing, just dating people. And one dude I was really feeling, I just needed some information from a male perspective because we were getting close and I really liked the guy and he was really feeling me. And I said, "What is it with men?" And he said, "What do you mean?" And I said, "I have a question because there was this date that I went on a year ago. By this time, it was like a year after me having the date from hell. And this guy on in the middle of the date was telling me about some friend of his that was calling him, and it was a woman. And he was asking me what he should tell her on the date. I want to know what gave him the audacity to do that. And I just want to know your perspective because I just don't understand that. And he said, "Well, I'm gonna put it like this. Some men really do feel like, and y'all ladies, hear me, y'all better listen. Some ladies feel like if a man is single, and doesn't have any options, he's less desirable versus a man who has options or is a man who has someone else, like is already married or in a relationship. A lot of those low vibrational men will consider women feeling like they need to fight for that man in order to get that man." And I said, "Really?" And he said, "Yeah." So what he was doing was he was testing you. He was trying to see how desperate you were because there's a lot of women out here who are so desperate for a man that they are willing to fight for a man that's a taken man or that has options. And so what he was trying to do was trying to see if he had other options, how hard would you fight to try to win that competition? To say, this is my man, this is my man. It kind of boosts his ego to make him feel like, oh, these women are fighting for me. And I said, what? Well, got me messed up because I'm a high vibrational woman, and I'll be damned if somebody gonna try to sit up here and play that game with me. You gonna get your feelings hurt because I don't roll like that. Now, some women may be that desperate, and I really believe him. I really believed him. I even saw a person incarcerated showing up on my Facebook timeline. It was like an inmate. He took like a picture of himself, and he was saying something about like, who want to be my next boo or something. He's all swollen and all that stuff, but you can tell he was in jail. And I was like, let me look at the comments because I'm nosy like that. Y'all, do you know how many women were like, hey, sexy, yes, I'll be your boo, and da da. And I think they were serious. And I'm just like, but that's like love after lockup. That's sad. Ladies, we got to do better. We got, ma'ams, stop it. There's so much better out here. Why are y'all chasing thugs, felons, liars, manipulators, players instead of the good men out here? What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with you? And then you go and cry to your best friend that they up and cheat on you, that they don't want to be with you. Well, because you were being delusional, believing that they wanted to be with you. You were listening to everything they were saying. Does it make sense though? Does it really make sense to be with somebody that sits up here and shows you that they're a player? Does it make sense for me to be with you if you're showing in my face saying, look, I got other women that I'm talking to or sleeping with or whatever. So fight for me. Does it make sense for me to keep talking to you? For some women, they say, yeah, you're looking ridiculous. You look desperate, ma'am. And a man will not take you seriously at all. At all. I guarantee you, they will they will play in your face. They'll play behind your back. They'll dog you out. They'll use your money. They'll use your body. They'll use your resources. And them felons will use you up. And once they are set free, they're going to go find their next victim. Stop playing yourself. There's so many women out here that be playing themselves because you're so lonely. You're so lonely and you feel like your life is on a timeline. Oh, I'm almost 40 and I need to hurry up and find a man. I need to find a husband and have kids. Girl, you should have been outside trying to find somebody. You should have been doing the things to improve your life and get to a space of growth and empowerment. Stop playing yourself. It's too much good single men out here for y'all to be wasting your time with broke, busted, and disgusted, nasty, toxic, low vibrational individuals. Stop it. Get your purses and walk out the door. Block and delete in 2026. If you can't do more for me than I can do for myself, goodbye. Bye bye. Bloop, 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 bloop. Goodbye. Absolutely not. If you have no purpose in my life, why are you here? Because I'm living on a hope and a dream. Well, maybe they'll change. Maybe they'll do. Girl, stop it. He ain't changing. He ain't changed for the 10, 5, 20 years y'all been together. He still don't want you. So the point of my story, and we're gonna get to the Capricorn reading, is when you date, you got to have a backbone. You got to say absolutely not, goodbye, and be standing on business and go find your next. Just because you're talking to someone, that doesn't mean that's your boyfriend. That doesn't mean that that's your husband. That is just a person that's interested in you. So stop getting your head in the clouds and start fantasizing the wedding day. Stop fantasizing the relationship. They have not done nothing to earn you yet, ma'am. So why are you taking that one little raggedy date to the outback as, oh my gosh, I can see us getting married? Girl, delusional. You've been talking to this fool for 2 weeks. He could be a whole serial killer. He could be a whole narcissist. You don't know who this is. And then y'all want to sleep with him too? Girl, delusional. Now you done opened up the possibility for this person to give you some type of STD, a baby. They could still be married. They can be in a relationship. They can have 20,000 kids and you wouldn't even know because they're a stranger. You don't know them. They don't know you. So dating is let me get to know you to treat you as an interview process to decide if you are a good fit for my life. Why are y'all playing yourself? Your body is a temple, your body's sacred, and you know for a fact every man want one thing, the kitty cat. It ain't for free. It ain't for free because men will even go to the corner to pay top dollar for it. So why are you giving it away for free? They need to earn that. All of it. Hello? 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 Woo-hoo. Hello? Y'all not ready for the real today. And that's why every religious walk speaks about that being a sacred act between husband and wife. Because it creates soul ties. It's intended for procreation. It also can attract STDs. It's so dangerous that, especially for women, it's so dangerous that we treat it so casually because men look at it in a different lens than women. Women don't desire it as much as men do. But just because they want it doesn't mean we got to give it. Let them earn it. That's all I'm saying. If you love yourself enough, you would never settle. You would never move fast. You would analyze and study people, and you would carry yourself like royalty. And when you have your head held high, when you have firm boundaries in place, and you let people know that you deserve the best and you're not going to settle for any kind of treatment, they either can respect that and rise up to the occasion to really be all that they know they need to be with you, or they can fall to the wayside and you can wave goodbye, loser. Bye bye. You punk. Yeah, punk. Bye bye. Yeah, they got no balls. Bye-bye. You're not grown enough. You still wanna be an idiot. Goodbye. You missed out on a blessing. Oh, well. That's the energy you gotta be on. I'm being silly, but I'm being real. That's the mentality of an empress. She knows her worth and value, and she's not gonna sit up there and be desperate. For what? For why? When there's so much opportunity out here. There's so many men out here. What you it's so listen, y'all. Imma say this, y'all. Imma say this, and then I'm gonna start the Capricorn read. Women don't understand that it's so easy for women to get a man. Way more easier for a woman to attract a man than it is for a man to attract a woman. But you guys don't know your power. You don't know how sacred your divine feminine energy really is, and you don't use it to your benefit to attract the right type of man, that you sit up there and settle for a little dusty. And you try to pretend like they really are a man when they a punk, when they ain't hitting on nothing, when they can't do nothing for you. They can't even do nothing for themselves. So why are you leaning into that when it's doing is breaking you down? Now, fellas listening, you have an obligation to go out there and hunt. And you have an obligation to find a woman that's going to bear your children, that's going to be the backbone of the family, that's going to carry herself accordingly. See, a lot of men miss this, but most women, and I mean this, most women are loyal. Most women will submit to you if you show up for them. You just have to do your due diligence, guys, to make sure that when you go find this woman, you treat her really, really good. You stimulate her mind, you make her feel safe, you tell her she's beautiful. When you make love to a woman's mind, then the oven gets a little hot. I'm going to say it again, fellas. This is why the players are winning. When you make love to a woman's mind and you tell her she's beautiful, you show up for her, you make her feel you make her feel like she's your everything, and you act accordingly and you're consistent with it, and you take her on dates, you treat her like she's your queen. She'll do anything for you. But if you cuss her out, dog her out, make her feel nervous, uncertain, feel like she can't trust you, you lost her. You lost her. So you got to work on it, man. You got to work on your insecurities, your fears, and your trust issues from that toxic ex of yours before you go and find a woman, because you got to be secure in what you're working with. See, a lot of you men think women are toxic because you were moving in a very low vibrational space when you met that toxic ex of yours. And so you put women in a category of being toxic, and that's not true. Most women are not toxic. Even prostitutes, strippers, most of those women in relationships, believe it or not, are faithful. I'm dead serious. Most women who are corn stars, I got to be careful with words I use on here. Corn stars, prostitutes, doing all this stuff, they are the most loyal people. You may not believe me, but it's the truth, because that's the nature of a woman. The only time a woman will dog you out is if you're dating out of your league, meaning you are a man that doesn't really match the energy of that woman. Like, you're somebody who may have a lot of money, but you're not the most attractive guy. and then you're dating a very attractive woman that's out of your league, and she's gonna take advantage of you. She's gonna see you as a simp or somebody they can take advantage of. So that's what you got to pay attention to. Also, fellas, you got to date within your age range. So you need to pursue women within the 10-year gap. I would say 5 years if you can, but no more than 10 years. Because if you date a really young woman, she's going to be looking for a sugar daddy. She's not looking for no husband. Even though you feel like she's arm candy, she's not taking you seriously, and she never will. And she's not equipped to be a wife. She's just a fun toy to play with in the bedroom. So you got to move accordingly as well. And you got to look at quality over what looks good. But that's what the dating experience is about. But both men and women are looking for, compatibility. And that's what you have to seek, the compatibility versus, superficial. And fellas, she can't be ugly because I know men are, visual creatures. You guys like to look at your woman, but if she has a little few flaws that can be fixed, invest in your woman. If she's, a wonderful, beautiful, kind person, but she may be a little overweight, why don't you invite her to go to the gym? Y'all work out together. Y'all go walking together. Inspire her. She'll follow your lead. She'll love that. But you gotta, of course, don't tell her to lose weight, but you just need to lead her and guide her and support her. So yeah, I am I'm telling you, I know quite a bit when it comes to dating and relationships because I've been married, I've dated a lot. Um, I've never had a problem getting men. That's never been an issue for me. The problem has been because I have a certain level of lifestyle, intelligence, security, financial security, it does present some challenges. So women that are very strong, very powerful, very financially stable, be careful who you let into your world because those men can take advantage of you if you select wrong. So if you're a woman that's very strong and you making good money and stuff, you need to date someone at that level. Don't date somebody way below because they're going to just basically use you. So like for example, the Candy and Todd situation. That's a good example. Don't do that. You see Todd kind of used her. That's what I'm saying. Same thing with K Michelle and her husband. Same thing. So if you're a successful woman, men they don't respect women that are doing better than them. They feel very insecure already. So if you're a woman that's very successful, they probably won't take you real seriously. But if you find a man that's like mindset, that's a go-getter and has a lot going for themselves, and you have a lot going for yourself, y'all can probably build something together, go into business together, build together, do all those types of things. But never, ladies, ever don't give no man no money, ever. Don't ever let a man move in. Never take care of a man, ever, ever. You hear me? Ever, never. You look like a fool. They're laughing at you. That man is laughing at you, ma'am. If you sit up there and you let a man move in, you get this man money, you take care of him, and he is not your husband, he is laughing at you and using you. Because no man, a real man, would never want a woman to hold the pans in the relationship. Because when you start doing that for a man, you demasculate a man. And I don't care if you can do it, it's not cute. And it's going to make the man run away. It's gonna make a man feel like, well, shoot, what's the point of me being here? What can I do for her? What can I do for her if she is doing everything already on her own? So you have to give a man purpose. Even if they're not making as much money as you still need to give them space to lead. But they also need to be in a space to be able to lead. Okay. I have a lot of good golden nuggets. I'm going to put a link to my coaching. If anybody's need dating coaching, life coaching, I'm always here for that as well. But I also do personal readings as well. My website, beacondivine.spiritualguidance.com. Let's continue the reading. We're on Capricorn now. Thank you guys so much for joining my TED Talk. Of course, you can rewind the story time and the advice if you want to for those watching the replay. And if you missed it, just come back and watch the video. Come back and watch the video. We'll have everything timestamped for you. Here we go. Blue Aqua says, really enjoy your TED Talks. Thank you so much, Blue Aqua. I'm glad I can help. For those that need it the most and really enjoy my TED Talks, I try to throw it in there if I feel inspired to give the advice, you know? I think it does help people. So I'm glad you guys enjoy those little moments on the channel. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Who is coming towards Capricorn next in love and romance? We have the Four of Wands in the reverse, Temperance in the reverse, Ten of Swords in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So this is someone who feels like they missed their chances with you because they may have waited too long to reach out to you. With the Four of Wands in the reverse, this feels like a relationship that went south. This person could have been kicked out of the house. You could have moved out, could have went through a divorce, a separation of some sort. There's definitely was some history here with you guys. I think this person is like had time to really process and think about this relationship, Capricorn. And what they realize is that they wasted way too much time not making a decision about you. So impulsively, out of nowhere, this person is deciding to come and say something. I think what was happening more than anything is they've been trying to see what you were going to do, what your response was. And I'm also getting maybe this person has tried to make some attempts in the past to fix and repair things with you, but you weren't budging. So they're very disappointed that you're ignoring their attempt to reconcile. I'm getting some of you guys may have this person blocked or make it very difficult for them to reach out to you in some type of way. The reason why it's becoming an issue for you is because I can tell it by your energy, Capricorn. You've been quite patient with this person. I'm getting during the relationship, after the separation, so many different things that you've been patient about. But unfortunately, this is somebody that has had plenty of time to get their crap together. And you feel like you don't have any more patience to wait. Yeah, with the Ace of Wands in reverse, it's like you began to lose passion. You no longer feel attracted or inspired to take action towards this person. You expected this person to like give more effort, be more of a team player, but you felt like you were alone in this. And that's something that makes it hard for you to trust giving this person another chance. At the least, you would have appreciated an apology. And then if they would have come back sooner with an apology, some of you guys may have been willing to hear them out. But now it feels like your energy has shifted where you may not even be interested in getting that apology. But I feel like there was a period, Capricorn, where you were like, if they come back and say sorry, if they come back and try to work on things, maybe, just maybe, I'll hear them out. But that time has passed. What is this person's intentions moving forward with Capricorn? We have the High Priestess in the reverse, the Tower, the Knight of Wands. They're gonna try to save this relationship before it's over for good. They're gonna come in impulsively, but I feel like because you're going to either pull your energy back, reject them, or not really accept their advances, they're going to feel disappointed that it's over. So, yeah, they're gonna make a last and final attempt at the very last hour. According to them, it's last hour, but I think you're already checked out. Yeah, it's a timing issue here. So yeah, I see that a lot of you Capricorns are starting to experience good karma now, and a lot of you Capricorns are going to find yourself experiencing a lot more attention from new suitors, and even for some of you getting into a new relationship very soon. I can see that for sure. So yeah, this person's time has run out. They should have came quicker. They missed their chances here. Your person could be an Aries, Leo, Sag, a Leo, Scorpio, Pisces, Capricorn, Taurus. All right. That's what I have. Sheila says that is so spot on, Mika. Thank you, Sheila, for letting me know that it resonates with your story. Of course, Capricorns watching, the roles could be reversed. So anybody that is a cross watcher too, keep in mind a Capricorn could have done this to you. Just take it as it resonates. We have Aquarius now. Yay. Kimberly says, absolutely true. This resonates with me a lot. Nice. For those that need guidance like Divine Earth Angel, don't forget to visit my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com. As always, these are collective readings, so they may or may not be your stories, but I'm pretty accurate, even though these are not personal readings. I still try to give you all a very personal experience so you can see what I'm working with to let you guys know that I truly am the real deal. So be sure y'all check it out, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com. Here we go, Aquarius. Let's get into it. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aquarius. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Who is coming towards Aquarius in love and romance? Next, we have the King of Wands in the reverse. The Page of Pentacles in the reverse. The Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have Temperance, the Four of Pentacles, and the Fool. You have somebody that's coming in with a lot of passion, but I feel like the passion that they have for you is like hot and cold, in and out, very inconsistent. With the Temperance to the Four of Pentacles and the Fool, this is someone who's been patiently waiting on the right time to take action towards you. Because according to them, you've been very difficult to work with. So, because there's been some issues in this connection, in this relationship, um, they feel like they just needed to kind of take a chill pill to just wait and see for the right time to come and take action. They don't want to lose you with the Four of Pentacles here. So they're definitely holding on to the hopes and dreams you guys can have a fresh start with the Fool card. Now, Aquarius, don't forget to check out that individual sign read that I did earlier for Aquarius for more information about what you can look forward to in July 2026 in love. But the energy today of who's coming towards you feels like somebody that is coming back to you because they don't know what you have going on with the moon card. They feel like you're a big mystery. Your energy is so guarded, so protected, so quiet and silent that they got to know what's going on with you. It's kind of making them very, very nervous, especially since they've been waiting and expecting to hear from you. And they are getting crickets. They are getting crickets. No matter what, I feel like this is someone that is not giving up on you, but you're going to continue to ignore them. You can care less if this person's coming back. I'm getting you can care less. You're just going to continue to ignore them. Some of you guys can have them blocked or just make it difficult for them to contact you. Just unbothered. Your energy is tapped out. The betrayal is so significant, Aquarius, to where you've lost all respect and trust. You don't really feel like this person deserves to be with you because you look at them as a player, you look at them as somebody to not take seriously, and you feel like they're an opportunist and take advantage of you. So they have no room to sit up here and complain about you not being cooperative. That's how you feel. The reason why you've pulled back your energy and have chosen to go a different path is because this person is very unfair to you. A lot of projection here. I feel like this is someone who's projecting the very thing they're doing to you and saying you're doing it to them. What this person doesn't know is that you've been really working on yourself, empowering yourself, getting yourself stabilized, regulating your nervous system, getting yourself ready for something better. Being very selfish these days, Aquarius, as a single man or woman. I think you like it there. I think you feel more whole and complete on your own anyway. Less stress, less burden. And I feel like Aquarius, you're just waiting for the right opportunity to present itself. But there's no rush. I'm not getting Aquarius that's desperately trying to find someone, but you are desperately trying to gain control of the situation by keeping this person blocked. With the Emperor in the reverse of the death card, you're dead set on ending this. It's over. You're done with it. You're ending this cycle for them. So there's no point in this person trying to come back. Yeah, you're ending it because you're not going to be anybody's option. And there you are, High Priestess, staying silent, silently judging this person as being out of control, unfair, and they deserve everything that they have received by losing you. Justice, karma, according to you. They shouldn't have done you like this, so it's their problem now. What is this person's intentions moving forward? Yeah. Here they come, trying to manipulate their way into your life with the magician in reverse, the chariot in reverse, and the high priestess. Yeah, they want to break the silence between you two. So they're playing this in and out game, Aquarius. You may notice that this person is making several attempts. I'm not just getting one insulated event. I'm getting they just keep on, keep on, keep on. Because according to them, they feel like eventually you're going to break. And what you don't know is every time that you're rejecting them, the more and more they sink into a very dark space, a feeling like they played themselves. And they did. They really did. Yeah, this magician in reverse, like someone said in the chat, that person is a narcissist. The magician in reverse can be a narcissist, someone who manipulates other people's energy. And that's what this person is doing. They're trying to manipulate your energy from being someone silent. They want you to open up and listen to them and come back. Yeah, because they're hurt. They're sad. They feel like you don't love them. They're going through a very difficult time, Aquarius. So they need to have you fill up their cup. I'm seeing that you're an empress, but you're an empress in the reverse when you're with this person. This person depletes your energy very much. They're an energy vampire, and they use all of your abundance and peace for their very own. So with this Queen of Cups, I can tell a lot of you guys by, let's say, by the end of July, your emotions are going to be more regulated, less nervous, less stressed, more emotionally balanced and open to love. Some of you Aquariuses may be open to finding love by the end of July. So there may be some love on the horizon for you. But I'm not going to tell you what happened in the extended Aquarius reading. You'll have to find out yourself. So go to the page and find out. I'll let you know if a new person's coming in. All right. This person could be an Aries, an Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Leo, Sagittarius. That's what I have. Could be any sign. That's the main energy. Here you go, Aquarius. Yvonne says, yes, Mika. I'm not letting him come back to destroy what I got left to repair by myself. I know that's right. Boundaries are so important. Boundaries are so important. Pisces is next. Any Pisces here? And by the way, Pisces, I was going to do your individual sign read for July, but I got really busy today. But I will be sure to do your readings tomorrow. So check out my page tomorrow for your love prediction read for July 2026 tomorrow, Pisces. All right, last but not least, we got Pisces. Before we get started, don't forget y'all to like the video. If you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And thank you again to our amazing mods that held it down tonight. Thank you so much to Kim. Thank you so much to Michelle. You guys have been amazing. Let's do this. Music, Real Love says yes. X was a Sagittarius man. He was a cheater, liar, abusive, and unfaithful. Yeah, sending love to all those that could have been a victim of a very toxic experience, no matter who you are out there. There is hope on the other side. Never settle and don't put yourself through anything that doesn't make you feel safe, loved, and at peace. You have a choice. Don't waste your time on losers. Love you too, Kim. Here we go, Pisces. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Pisces, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Who is coming towards Pisces next in love and romance? Temperance in the reverse. The Knight of Wands in the reverse. We have the World. Clarifying the World, we have the Emperor. Underneath the deck, we have the Moon and the Eight of Swords in the reverse. With the Five of Swords in reverse. Okay. So this is someone who's been spending a lot of time really thinking about things between you two. And they've been trying to see where this relationship could potentially go. They've been really trying to think of the right approach to make things right, to bring peace, harmony, and love to the experience. They just really want things to work out. Even if they have to manipulate you a little bit by telling you everything you need to hear, that's what they got to do. In order to get you back, they're going to do it. One thing I will say about this person, Pisces, that's really bothering me on a deep level is all this manipulative energy. It's not healthy. It's very unstable, very calculated, very premeditated, whoever this person is. And the reason why they're leaning into that type of vibration is because they know how much you care about them. They know how much you were so patient and loving and kind. And they're using all of that in order to get you to drop your guard. Just like Axon has said, it's a form of an emotional manipulation tactic. Now, Pisces, your energy is very fickle. I'm getting like you telling yourself one day, I got this, Mika. I'm moving on from this person. I'm empowered. I deserve better. I'm going to do better. I'm going to find someone who values me. I'm not going to settle. I'm going to be sure to go towards what I deserve. But then there's other days where you think about this person, think about the situation, think about the pain, but also think about the good times. I said this before in another sign tonight that healing is nonlinear and it doesn't look the same for all of us. I feel like you are on a healing journey, Pisces. That's valid and that's fair. But you do miss this person very much. And you're trying your best to just like get this person out of your system because you're trying to see it for what it is versus what you really want it to be. And the more and more you think, you're in hermit mode, you're alone, you're analyzing the situation, the more you say, wow, I see it. Some of you guys could be journaling or writing down your thoughts. I think someone in the comments said they're journaling, and it's all adding up, all that you've been through as you reflect and you think about this experience. It's all becoming very clear and evident what this person is capable of. Maybe it took a little while for you to realize like the heart wants what the heart wants, but at what expense? if I go back to this person, Mika, I feel like it's just gonna be a disaster. It's just not gonna work. So I think ultimately what you're deciding to do is protect yourself. Protecting yourself because you don't wanna be in any more pain. What is this person's intentions moving forward with Pisces? We have the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Lovers, and we have the Hangman. You know, I will be honest with you, Pisces. You may not realize this, but this person does really have a lot of feelings for you. But this could be somebody that's scared of commitment, like they don't want to surrender to it. And this is very much something that you could see very clearly. Like you're picking up on the energy of someone that does love you, but they just are running from the connection. So, like someone said in the chat, avoidant. And I agree. This may be someone who is scared of commitment. May have had a lot of trauma and things in the past that had made it very difficult for them to surrender to this. But let's be honest, if that's the case, is that really fair to you? Because in the blockage position, we have the lovers. And that tells me that is hard to get to. It's hard. So I feel like there's moments where they feel inspired to come towards you. They feel hopeful of the potential of what can happen here. But then once they start getting in their feels and they start feeling the temperature rise, they start freaking out. And then they start saying, "Oh, well, let me see. Let me see what else is out there." Two of Wands. So you never were really chosen. This could be somebody who has a lingering eye, here today, gone tomorrow. Never really ready to surrender their full heart and emotion to anyone because they just feel like love is pain. Love is trauma because maybe in the past they were raised in a toxic environment. Whenever they tried to love someone, someone would hurt them. Or when they were in a relationship with someone betrayed them. So love is hard. And it's not your fault. I think someone needs to know that. This is just who this person is. And they're going to need to go to therapy and work on their stuff themselves. There's nothing you can do to fix this. So yeah, they don't know that love is a beautiful thing. I agree, but they don't know that. They associate it with the wrong thing. So here they are, feeling left out in the cold. Whatever other thing they went toward didn't work out, and let's work and fix this relationship. And let's repeat the cycle all over again. Yeah. Heather says, I've been healing. I was hoping to heal my wounds with him, but I don't think he is emotionally intelligent enough to be by my side. And that's what I'm getting. I'm getting a lot of you realizing, maybe through this self reflective hermit mode experience, that there's signs, there's behavior patterns and actions that are speaking so much louder than this person's words and promises, that just makes you realize like they probably are never going to get to where I want them to be. And it's hard to accept that, but some people just don't change. It takes a very strong person to really change. So I can see a lot of you Pisces holding back your offer, pouring into yourself, healing, and maybe potentially finding love elsewhere. Your person could be a Aries, a Scorpio, a Taurus, a Leo, an Aquarius, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, A Pisces. Of course, a Pisces could have done this to you. Doesn't have to be, but that's the that's the energy there. All right, y'all, that's the reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me this late at night on this Tuesday evening. And happy July Eve. We are getting down to the wire. We're getting one step closer to the 4th of July. So if you guys did enjoy this reading, don't hesitate to like the video. And don't forget, tomorrow I will be announcing our free personal tarot reading giveaway winner for the month of June 2026. So if you have not submitted your entry at my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com, please do so before midnight. You have about 10 more minutes left, and then the winner will be selected and announced on this channel tomorrow morning. So if you are the winner, be sure you stay tuned, because if you are announced as the winner, you will have 24 hours to contact me to claim your prize. Good luck to all the participants, and thank you all so much for supporting what I do. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Bye.